lads haven't even tried.
Euro average of 11.5% in front, where the number euro average of 11.5%. And when you consider it was a couple of years ago, 50 of work now is 11.2%, you see, which is below the 18.1%. And the numbers in work have gone up to over 1.9 million now. 70,000 more people working in the last 12 months.
All these indicators are going in the right direction of spending. He didn't think you'd actually. Does that mean, as Michael Newman was saying today, that in terms to introduce any further significant spending cuts in the forthcoming budget? Is that
well,
the situation?
It just keeps growing and growing. And not a single metre has been installed yet in Crumlin, and I think that's a fantastic result. The lads haven't even tried. They've just sat there and looked at each other from across the road, and that's absolutely brilliant. But we need to roll that out across the whole of Crumlin. So fair play everyone for coming out tonight, and keep in touch, and let's build this resistance and tell them over our dead bodies we're going to do everything that we can to make sure that the water meters don't go in. Are we going to get, we're going to stop every water meter going in? No. But are we certainly going to build a massive movement of resistance? And judging from the reaction we've gotten so far and what's going on across the country, then I think that's a very, very distinct possibility. And if we don't do it now, we're never going to do it. Fair play.
Another quick word from myself. I just want to reiterate some of the things we talked about earlier. People that need to contact us on Facebook, that is the name of the Facebook page. You'll see a few people holding banners around there. The Crumlin says no to water meters and charges. There's a Kimmage Crumlin one, there's other ones, but that's the one that we use. If it gets to the other ones, we will get the message from them, but it'll just take longer. So at the moment they started off with one crew in the area in Crumlin. We stopped them for a couple of days. In the last few days now, they have 2 crews in the Crumlin area. I think stand at the boat crews. But rumours about the lads from Edenmore, particularly who are telling us they sent Crumlin. We have enough people to cover 5 and 6 crews into the Edenmore area. If they hit us with 24, 5, 6, 7 different crews working on 7 different streets, we do not have enough people with us at the moment. Crews. So we will need the people in the area to come out and protest. And all we can do then is we will support us. Good night. And again, thanks very much for coming out. Does anybody have any questions or... Well, no Irish water can do at the moment. The meter has been installed. They can tell you water. If there's resistance on the street, some people on the street, there's a normal switch. That's all they can do. You can't pour it down the street and have that pressure. So you just walk out and turn the switch back on. They cannot turn the water off to one particular house in the street at the moment when that indication of a meter. Because they have to turn off the whole street. They can't do a house by house unless they do it outside your house. And as I said, just go out and turn it back on. And if you can't, we get someone else to turn it back on for you. Don't do it to bully boy tactics. That's all they are. And most people, as I said, they have the fear of the impact and it didn't work. And I'm not aware of the fact that we paid for €1.2 billion last year. We told other people that the difference is you pay for water. Not just the general population, but through specific money that is for water in this country. So just explain that to people at the door and you're talking to them.
By law, they can't put your water off. That was established before in the 90s when they tried to bring in water taxes in South Dublin. We went to the court and the judge said you cannot put water off human rights people need it. Now what Irish Water are trying to say that if you get the meters in and you don't pay it, that you can turn it down to a trickle. But by accessing all of these trying to fight people to say that the open door and the agreement is separate. But what we have to do in our state is organise to respond to that. If they try and bring it down to the street and turn it down, but we can turn it back on again. That's the important thing. That's why we need to get in and around the state, in and around the area, get people to get involved, get plumbers to get involved, get engineers to get involved, and will show us what to do in the event that happens. And we're hoping that stage campaign is big enough to be able to exist in that manner. So I think that's the message to get out. We cannot turn our water off and heating lights. That's for checking. That's for checking. You don't know. It's just for checking.
Listen, there's a bit of confusion. As far as we are aware, if the meter goes in, they cannot turn it down on street. It's only an on-off switch. And it's simple. You don't need a plumber around now. You go out and just flick the switch back on yourself. It's simple, and if some people feel they can't do it, we will do it for them. There's no lack of the meter. Just a simple on-off switch. And they never turn your water off. That's the big thing. And one other thing as well, a lot of people are saying, if some people have a meter in, they're going to get a legal water bill. If people don't have a meter in, they're going to get an estimated water bill. And you may be curious that the people that the estimated bill for no meter are going to get a much higher estimated bill than the legal with a meter. It's just the trade and trade. If it's €350 for the meter bill, the notice in euro bill with about €500 or €600. Because we don't know who lives in the house and all this. We're not giving any information. When you get the phone to the house, dig it or return the sender. So if you give me any information, you're accepting the contract for where it's water. And then they will do you, and you have accepted a contract with them. They are a really important company. So you do not understand accept anything off a private company. They're sending out, trying to get information for you to accept the contract. Send them back, return the sender, not contract. End of.
I just want to know all the details.
Semi-state company at the moment, but it's, as Tina explained, it's costing €100 to get water into your house at the moment. Because they want to put that onto the market and say, listen, this is what it's costing, that's the profit we're making at the moment. So it's a nice attractive company for speculators to come in and buy Irish water. And as Tina said, make millions, and probably billions in the long run. So the taxpayer, we paid enough. This is the one point, because we already paid for our water, we can tell them no. And it'll only work through resistance. Do not be scared by any of the things you're seeing in the newspapers and in the press, because the man behind Irish Water, Dennis O'Brien, he owns independent newspapers, and he controls the media in this country. That's why nobody has seen any of these protests on any proper media in the newspapers or on TV, because Dennis O'Brien controls the media in this country. The people only show, and they will only print their bully boy tactics, and we are the ones that have to resist. Don't be afraid of them. There is no fear, there's no need for fear here. People are afraid that they'll have no water. There's no need for fear. There's enough people to stop this.
Just on the leaks, what our shortage is at the moment is that, and I think we have a real opportunity now, because Fine Gael and Labour are after getting the shock in the local elections. They did not expect what happened to happen. They really didn't. and there's 2 years now, roughly, until the next general election. Much sooner, okay? So if they see massive resistance from us, they're going to, like, what we need to do is put that resistance and that pressure on them, and they're going to hear that, and if they've any sense at all, they listen, because they're going to be terrified that they're going to suffer more than they suffered in the local elections, in the general elections. So at the moment, I mean, even the fact that they have these harebrained ideas like they're going to fix the entire infrastructure that hasn't been fixed in decades, and or in some places never. Some of the guys in this area are over 70 years old. Over where I live, there's something like 60 years old. Like the whole area, they're not going to get to it, and they have these harebrained ideas. So they're going to realise what they're after buying into, and that's why the pressure from us is absolutely important. I just got a text there. There's a meeting on in town tonight. In different groups like Age Action and different unions and some of the water resistance groups, and they're basically forming kind of an organising group to have a national protest on the 11th of October. And it's really important that groups like Age Action and some of the unions can actually join the campaign, because it's not just about residents, it's now starting to get the support of other groups that represent people who will be very, very badly affected by the introduction of water charges. So I have no doubt this is going to roll out across the whole of the country and all the different groups in society, and that's where they're going to feel the pressure. They're not going to feel the water pressure, they're going to feel our pressure. That's all right,
No matter what politicians are in, are they going to have to follow those instructions regardless of what happens? If this is a mandate that they've been given that brought in,
well, I mean, they have that choice. I mean, like if England didn't follow the euro and stuff. Yeah, well, they all have a choice. Of course they do. They couldn't say no. They could. Other countries have said no to lots of other directives, and they don't bring them in. You know what I mean? So, that's up to us again. As I said, put enough pressure on them. Like, have they listened to us as the people in the past? No, and that's why we're in the position that we're in now. But things are changing. Like, the landscape in this country is changing. People are becoming much more organised. I noticed the difference between this local election and the last local election. That because of things like the household tax campaign and the property tax campaign, people were much more, and the bailout and everything, people were much more connected with politics, really in tune with and paying more attention, realising that actually the choices, excuse my French in this years, but the choices that those bastards make is like the effect it is actually having on us, and the greed and the corruption of this country. So there's a different mood out there now, there really, really is, and I think that is really, really good for our campaign and our resistance, because they know it and we know it, and the more of us there are, and the more pressure we put on them, the bigger chance we have of them not following the European instructions.
Can I just add on to that as well? We are paying for our water.
No, I know that, but I'm saying if they've a mandate to bring it in as separate charges that they have to
That's
follow,
why government
can
have
they
choice,
actually
and
say
they could
no?
say no, where people are paying, but we pay to progressive
Have they already agreed to it though?
But they've agreed to by implementing it, yeah.
So can they go back on whatever they've signed? If they've signed a contract of some sort.
Can you clarify what are we paying the water charges at the moment?
VAT and road tax, yeah. When they did away with the rates a number of years ago, remember the rates, they increased the VAT, and that money was supposed to go to the local authorities to pay for our local services. But they pulled back on that over the last 10, 15 years. And that's why we're facing this, and they've been told to bring in a so-called water, tax on water. But I think it's up to the people, and I think Tina's right to a point that people are angry, they're very angry. Whether people feel they could do something about it, that's another question. What do we have to echo the doors by knocking on doors and talking to people? It's the only way. There's no point in walking away from here tonight and saying, oh well, we wait till we find out what road they're going on. I think we should start agreeing to meet tomorrow at 4:47 or something like that, and just pick an area. If we have 20 of us who can get an area, drop them the leaf if they're not there, tell them to contact the campaign, leave their number, and build it up over the next 4, 5, 6 months to resist it when it comes in. Now, we don't know whether we can defeat it. No campaign, even when you go out and strike, you don't know whether you're going to win a strike or not. But what you can do is at least try to organise that resistance. And at some point, if we don't see that we're getting a response, then we'll just say we can't.
Greg, can I just say just in response to that, what I will say, we've had a few of these street meetings now, and it's great to see that most of these people we are getting a lot of new faces. So we are slowly but surely building up. We are getting new faces for every building we have. So we're building. We're only going to get bigger. We're building. There's a lot of new faces.
One voice, otherwise people can't hear what's going on.
Said about it on matches before with you,
that's
I really have. And I support anything, but it does piss me off when not everybody gets beyond without about it. But they won't get out.
Well, that's why I think we should test it. If we don't get a response, people say, no, I want the water meter, then, you know.
John, where do you propose to meet tomorrow morning?
Well, that's what I want to.
Well, we have numbers there now. People are after leaving their numbers, and they're leaving their numbers at a few different meetings. So what we'll do is we'll try to get in touch with people tomorrow, see how many people we can get together, willing to come out. Whatever. It takes 2 weeks to build 2 roads. It takes 2 weeks to build 2 roads. So if you have 2 roads, we can do another road. More people we get, more people we get. So the more people we get to help, the better it will be for everyone.
Can I we was talking there that seemingly there's a street protest and street legal been organised in Windmill for Saturday at 5 o'clock. But we could meet up down in Windmill and knock door to door with the leaflet about the street legal.
Yeah, let the people know around there before we
And we
actually
said that's a
go
start.
down.
We want
That's
to
the same. We said we let them know it's serious.
I think so. We met down at 7:30 tomorrow evening at the Greenland Winter Park there. We're starting there.
One of the big things I will say is on as well, when we do have our protest, and we notice that the people in the hill ladies here from Walter Boys Road and that, a few of us pulled up because we're waiting every morning, myself and Greg and Johnny here, Damien, anyone that's available. I set me an alarm for 7 in the morning. The phone is with me to accept calls, and then we can get the message out to all the people that we have contact numbers for. And it starts off, there was 3 of us out, there was 2 of us out this morning, myself and John. Then someone else turned up with someone else, and then we got a phone call from a resident saying they were up on Bangor Road again. But the biggest support we've had so far was these ladies and all our friends. There was 20 of them out on the road. We were supporting them, I was going to say supporting us, but we were actually supporting the residents. And the bigger, again, I go to the Facebook page and you look at it, you'll see the size the protests are getting. We had our first meeting and we had it in the pub, and 60 people turned up, and I think they thought the band was on. It wasn't. We had a good meeting.
Maybe you should have another one.
We had a good meeting the last meeting. We had it just a thought that 50 hours in was saying. And people, there's more people here tonight that are new faces that we are getting, because at some of the meetings, the likes of Tina, myself, Greg Wren, Damien, John Wall, Ray McGee, there's a lot of the same faces turn up to every meeting. There might be 20 new faces here tonight. The same thing happened when we had it down on McLeod Road. New faces. New faces. That's 20, 40, 60 new faces. That's how we're building. That's exactly how we're building and how we continue to build the progress. But believe me, if you have neighbours with kids, if you don't have access to Facebook, I think that's the only way we can get out there is social media. If you get onto the page and have a look, there's a chap Dave, we want to thank him for coming down again tonight. He's come all the way down from Dundalk to support us, and he supported us on the protest. He is involved in the crowd up from Dundalk and we are in contact with all these other groups. They're sharing everything we do, we're sharing everything they do. And one video done over 15,000 people, 15,000 views. Lunch hour today was 15,600. Our first protest has been seen by 15,600 people. That's how we know we are getting a response to what we're doing. And if you check it out, you will see this is huge all over the country. I know you're very upset, and I do get pissed off. There's so few people that we went to England. No, I understand.
I mean, I don't know.
I feel that as well. We done on a protest.
That's all it's done. Look.
We've
As
got,
you say,
So you're right to ask questions, but
We
you
have
don't ask
done-
questions, you're not going to get answers.
we have gone and protested, and the only protesters that were there, we've had one protest, the only protesters that were there were us. There was no residents to them. I can't explain it. I can't explain it. But it's peaceful. That's the one thing we stress. The guards come up and they ask the lads, they don't come near us, they want to come out and say, you want to be your name? They say no, they walk away. You don't have to give them your name, you're doing nothing wrong. It's a peaceful protest. When it gets non-peaceful conversation, then the guards and the guards take the name and go to the public house. They always say, whatever you call it. They ask the lads to go, you have no trouble with this. And it's not what happens in the held up on the corner of Bangalore, two decent voters, and to stress again, as I was saying, 5 days, and we're not supposed to know this, but we're supposed to know 75 metres a day. At 75 metres every day for 5 days we have stopped. 375 metres not in the crumlin area so far. Long way to continue.
Just a word on it, like, as regards to the water meter installation, that's part of the campaign. The major part of the campaign is going to be the actual boycott of the factory when the bills start coming in. But the good thing about the installation, the system installation is Irish Water send a message back to their board, send a message back to their board, and it goes all the way. And we know that all of us passive resistance out there. We can try to do this campaign peaceful. The key to it in this area being peaceful is being out there, getting there before they get there, or just as they arrive before they get started. And we want to keep it like that so we can build the campaign and then bring the campaign forward then. Our promise to be and beyond for the actual group. But we need people to help us. Because possibly tomorrow or Friday or next week we could have 3, 4 or 5 schools coming in. And the amount of people we have at the moment in the early mornings won't be able to stop them before they start. Because if they start, we're into a different sort of avoiding the dealing with them altogether. Brian has, you see these water meters here? See the water meters on there? The issue here is those water meters.
You were reading it.
Stop beside the van and stand there. You've got milk. And ring us if we get something down.
About where they are and where the meetings are. It's beneficial to go to all of the local supermarkets, like down at the shops there, the supplies, the doctors, where these meetings are going to be. Take people that are in the doctors every day or in the supermarkets every day. Like, is anyone going to any local shops or butchers or taxis or... So if now going to be meetings, we should probably not. No, I probably shouldn't do all mine. No, I know what you mean, no. So much goes down the newsfeed, and when I actually see it, you know, I'm not on every minute of every day, but I do see it. It would be an hour before I've seen it. That was they were on my road. It's like, if I'd known that, I could have actually known something time down. Well, I did actually.
That's what we're going to let you know.
Get the like tank one in a board to take
Alright. Alright, I think she's there. Here, she wants to hold that. Here. Here. That's the idea, get the answer. Here. It's not finished. It's not finished. Here, just hold it. Hold it in my arm. Your arm gets tired that one.
People probably don't want to bleed and tell them.
Publicity, that's what they want.
Yeah, right. Where are you going tomorrow?
Ali? Here.
What are you supposed to be saying?
Huh?
What are you supposed to be saying?
Question all about it. Some of the things I can hear them later, you know. Another meeting or whatever. Don't fall.
Yeah, on the camera, Libby.
Process. Sorry, Alec.
Maybe don't do that.
Before we break up, we're meeting at 46 Cashel down at Green Women's Park tomorrow night. Anybody can make it down, and down. And you can talk to your neighbours. Great. Get it for an hour and a quarter. Tomorrow evening, yeah. Cashel, Women's Green and Women's Park.
So everyone's going around knocking the door.
It's the only way. You know, when you come to the Windmill Road, go up with no, you go into the, come back into the left, and then right, and we'll park on there, the green. Hello, everybody. We're meeting tomorrow night. We're meeting on the green at Windmill Park half 6. Just go up past the swimming pool, turn left up there, and turn right over to the tower. Yeah, up the Windmill Road, at the swimming pool on the right hand side. Next left hand over to the half 6, okay?
You're going to pause it now. Huh? You're pausing it.
No.
What?
He's a big
Right.
So I get a book